Absolutely not. We're started. What are you talking about? You gave me an opportunity. What do you mean, give me a second? What you do, buddy? Oh, no. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Welcome from BS. Welcome to From BS to CS. The bi-monthly / bi-whenever meeting by us. Haha! Look at that. That works.
The at least once a monthly thing.
Right. Ooh, you know what? I should probably change some of the stream information. Just for the time being.
and then you got to stop and then reset for it to catch up. So, while you're doing it, what the heck? Hold on. I got a commercial.
For me?
Yeah, I'm wondering if my subscription's up.
I guess I should probably just, fix that and make IMDM doc, a VIP. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm not sure how to
whatever. Works. You do you. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. I'd really rather you not
pay...
anyways. I'd really rather not pay $4 to send $2 to the company.
Yeah. Or less. But anyways, while you're doing all your stuff, just to let everybody know, we do this as a business meeting to make sure that we are transparent as possible, since we realized that we were creating a media organization that was as part everybody's as was ours, and wanted to make sure that everything was going to be transparent. So this is what we do.
Yeah.
There's 3 voting people. I know you always see 2 of us, but we might as well get this one out of the way. There's the CEO of the company, Mike.
CEN.
There's the COO of the company. Well, yeah, CEN. There's the CON, but COO, Daniel, or you know me as Doc. And then we have a CFO, Cody, who is not here, but we only need 2/3 to do the meeting.
Yep.
And we love you, Cody.
Yep. I don't even know if was it 2/3 or was it half? I think we decided half because we were going to have to figure out what that would be if it ever went up, and we got scared.
I should make a bylaws.
This is probably a good call.
I vote for 2/3.
Shit, this is a problem because I was gonna vote for half.
Oh wait, I might change to half because if there's 4 people,
right? We can't. We would have to have.
Yeah.
We would have to have 3 out of 4 people, and at that point, it's not worth it.
Let's do half.
Okay. Let's do half.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
There you go.
All right, fair enough.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Abstained?
Cody. Yeah, Cody. I mean, to his credit, I also didn't think to tell him about the business meeting today because we didn't know exactly what time it was going to be. And then we decided that it was going to be a little bit longer because we had extra things to do to prepare for the business meeting. Speaking of which, I would like to call something to order. I have a proposal for a new bylaw for the CS to BS meetings.
Order?
Yes. I'm not going to lie.
Go ahead.
Before this, when you told me, hey, we're going to get ready soon, I clicked out of Amazon for me to buy a gavel. So that might be in the future cards.
First off, don't. I know a woodworker who can make one.
I know, but you've got plenty on your plate, man. We can talk about this in a little bit. Hi, everybody.
But
Thanks
a
for
new
coming
bylaw introduction you were mentioning.
I propose that because we are calling these business meetings and we're conducting business, we have to be as official as possible, and as such, we should go ahead and conduct our business meetings with business beverages. Anybody who is in the business meeting will have to have a business beverage to participate in the meeting. You can still be here, but to say anything, gonna have to have a business beverage.
Wait, I need to clarify. Mm-hmm. Just a drink of any kind or an adult drink?
I think it's very clarified when I say it's a business beverage. This is not, a bunch of 12-year-olds running a business. For it to be a business, you have to be a business age.
If we're making a bylaw, we have to be specific. Right. I would like to have that. I like it, but I just want to put a little addendum to it.
Okay.
Which is, if for religious or other reasons you don't ever drink alcohol, mm-hmm. you can drink a beverage that's not.
Okay. I'm fine with this addendum. I would like to add one more.
Okay.
It is not... You can feel free to ask, but it is not upon somebody's... This is more of a circle of trust business beverage thing. I think if I ask you what you're drinking, you are more than welcome just to tell me it's a business beverage. No further questions needed.
Okay.
I think I'm good with that.
So we'll just no questions. We'll just add that as an addendum.
I'm good with the idea of asking somebody, "What are you drinking?" and they go, "A business beverage," and you go, "Me as well." Clink.
A business beverage
is an acceptable answer. Okay, cool. All right. Are there any other notes or addendums before this motion hits the floor?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, perfect. All right. If that's the case, then I'd like to call to vote. All those in favor of this motion passing, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. All right, the motion passes.
Abstain. Cody again.
Yeah, abstain, Cody. You're not going to hear this, but everybody else is going to hear it. I got the Law and Order dun-dun as one of the sounds that I never use, and I finally have a reason for it. So I'm very excited. Yes, speaking of which, cheers.
Nothing is ever pre-planned.
Never.
I have official business stuff.
Okay.
We're done.
As do I.
Bylaws.
Yes, we can move on. We can do. Are we going to old business or is it new business here?
Well, it would be old business. Do we have any old business?
I got a little bit. I'm still working on getting profiles for our other contributors. I have since reached out to them independently instead of in a group message, so I can make them all feel personally responsible because they're fucking up my world as opposed to minutely responsible, kind of a thing. I believe the rest is mostly new business, so I'm good with old business being complete.
Okay, so but you've contacted them individually, and
yes.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Okay. And have had confirmation that it's
contributors page.
Yep. On the website.
Update on the website. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. It's noted.
Yes. Note made. New business. What you got for me? I've got 7 items on my docket. But
you hurt my brain a little bit.
Well, if it means anything, 5 of them are like, hey, we need to do this. Okay.
New business didn't need a vote. I added a new private channel in Discord for the stream mods. Mm-hmm. Just to let everybody know this is only for the stream mods, but it's so that the stream mods can communicate things that happened as we diversify and we spread out and more single mods are taking things. So we need to update that with handling of all the... We need to talk about the Twitch bot problem, but that's a separate issue.
Totally.
we are adding a new show.
Yes.
Rupture RPG has agreed to do a Friday night stream.
We're very excited.
They have the option. I'm not sure to make it a podcast that I won't edit, but I will actually
publish.
We will produce. I will be the one handling that account.
Okay. I believe, based off the notes that I saw in the Discord, that the plan is for a podcast.
I think so.
From them, yeah.
But it's in the air. Until I get a definite, I'm not one of those people that plays in the void.
No, for sure.
So, but they will be streaming Friday nights. They are going to put up a message soon on our Discord for people who want to attempt to play. And I know they're looking for somebody who's never played Rupture to be part of this group to show its playability as well. So if as business meeting people, just keep their ears open, or you want to tell somebody about it, feel free. We would love to pass your name on to them as well.
For sure.
They are actually creating a country in Bengen. So I don't know what timeline, but Redigan is in the middle of Bengen, so Bros and Dragons. And then this new Rupture one will be to the...
one of the directions.
East of Redigan.
Got it.
Right next to... It's the long one, if you guys have ever seen the empty map. So I'm excited because part of the world's being built, and we're this close to getting a world book out to everybody.
Yep. There's much closer. Yeah. There's still more. There's still more.
It's this close.
It's that close? Okay.
It's so close.
How close were we?
It's right there.
Hold on. For everybody not sure, anybody listening, just so you know, Doc has spread his thumb and pointer finger about an inch to maybe an inch and a half away from each other. Where were we before this?
No, we're here. You're not seeing the other one. I'm sorry.
Okay, got it.
These are the boundaries.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm now seeing the second. Set of guidelines and the bar on hand. Fair enough. Okay. So with this, I have notes for you as far as some things that we're going to need, and we can divide these up as we see fit. For this, we've got our contact in the Discord. We have the contact that you've been working with exclusively to get this set up. I'm very excited about it. I am...
Don't hide that. Hi, Sean.
Who? What?
You said the contact. It's Sean.
Gotcha.
The guy who actually created Rupture RPG is the one that's doing this.
I was
so excited. If you guys want to say hi, it's Druid Locks in the Discord.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. In fact, I'll put Discord right there. Boop. So, with that, again, like Doc said, gonna have the potential for people to be able to play in the Discord server as far as, when Sean is either recruiting players or trying to find players in the community. Regardless, it's going to be something that is messaged and announced, and we will also highlight the hell out of that because I'm excited. What I need is for setting up, some timers on the chat bot for the stream itself. Any kind of links, any kind of information, anything that they want to have playing during the stream itself.
Okay.
Any information along those lines will be good. Everything else that we need to figure out is going to be something that I would save for... we've already talked about it. It's private communication between you and Sean, and we'll set out the rest. Figure out if the podcast, all that other stuff, all the good things.
Yep. The only thing that's really hidden about that is the stuff that's hidden from everybody, including my players. So I won't bring it up at a business meeting.
Exactly. So we're good on that. I love it. Really looking forward to that.
So I need bots and timers.
I need links. Okay. Yes. The other thing is if they can form a, minute long, 3 minute long, whatever commercial time. Because I know that they're doing their Kickstarter as a part of this. If they can do anything along those lines to where I can run it as far as, breaks for all of the streams, I'm going to basically make this looping stream ad break. That isn't just the one thing, so we can go through a couple of different things as we diversify what we're putting on stream.
Yes. So. As a tag to that, we need to reach out to other creators that are on the stream too.
Absolutely.
Have many commercials.
Yep. That was one of my other notes. So again, like I said, I've got 7 notes. We've already hit 2 of them pretty quickly. Sorry, 3 of them pretty quickly. Cool.
That was 3? Okay.
Yeah.
My turn.
Okay, go ahead.
We are still looking for different types of games to be played.
Yes.
I put it in my podcast, Doc Talks. You said it on stream, but I just wanted to clarify what I mean by different games is we have D&D on Monday night, we have Rupture on Friday night. Mm-hmm. I would love to see other systems. So I do not want Nerdworks just to be the D&D channel,
absolutely,
or the Rupture channel,
right?
Or I would love to see. So I would love to see a World of Darkness game. That's just my personal preference because I think Vampire the Masquerade and the werewolf thing is so cool. But any game type that's different, we would love to have. And
okay.
If you guys want to do it, it doesn't need to be professional. For those that can hear the business meeting or hearing this later, this is something I think we really need to do. We're already doing similar stuff all the time. I would like to see it more diversified.
Yeah.
So that everybody's represented, because I don't think we represent our community.
Absolutely. Right. And to clarify, when you're talking about diversity and how we don't want to be, just the D&D channel or just the Rupture channel or etc. We're not just talking about diversifying all across in the TTRPG realm. We're talking about a bunch of different things. That's part of why, we have the art stream. That's part of why we have, me playing video games in the morning. That's part of why we have Doc Talks. Even though it is D&D, it's a completely separate thing because it's more about, character building and world building and stuff like that. So this is us putting a call to action for, whether you're in our community or just someone who's looking for an extra platform to, kind of spread our message, as long as it coincides with yours. We're happy to have at least a conversation, because there's a whole lot of time in the week, and I would like to fill up as much of that week with as much cool stuff as we possibly can. So I'm on board for that. This is our call to action to anybody who's watching, listening back, all that good stuff. So I dig.
We want you.
We want you for nerdy. Cool. Couple of quick things. For the website itself, I need to give you the Facebook page for Nerdwurks Media to tie to the tab for the social media links. Because you got all the other ones and they look great. And I appreciate it.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
The last meeting you talked about how you wanted that to be different because it was just on there.
You did it perfect. The bottom right links is fantastic and I love it. I can get you, for the podcasts section, I have the social contract RSS feed. What do I have to do?
You want to move that onto Nerdworks, or do you want to keep it where it is?
Well, I mean, right now it's on Anchor as a publishing ability, but as far as, anything else, I want it to be on the website. If it's going to be easier to put it on the website and the website takes it to Anchor, I don't care.
We will make time where I will screen share and show you how to do it.
Okay.
And then I just need you to upload all the episodes in order.
Okay.
We don't have to put an RSS feed on it. You can leave it on your other one, but when you're ready to change over, we'll have to re-register. We'll probably have to re-register because you registered through another company altogether that was hosting you. Mm-hmm. We'll have to put it under... well, we probably should make a Nerdworks account to put this under, but I'll do it on my personal account.
Okay. And I've got no problem with. I mean, I can re-download and republish all of those things if absolutely necessary, because it's saved
be like
in that
you're
system.
All hearing it for the first time. The only downfall to doing that is that people subscribe to you. Mm-hmm. It doesn't find it again. They have to resubscribe once you do it. So.
Which is, I mean, we'll figure it out. To all the people that do listen to that podcast, and there is a Discord server for the social contract. For everybody that is a part of that, I love the community. At the same time, it is not a big enough community for me to freak out about huge changes. So if we need to do things for getting everybody who's already here, hey, everybody, need you to resubscribe because we're moving the platform, but it's still going to be the exact same thing. That's totally fine. So
Are any of those people not in the Nerdwurks Media Discord? Because we could just combine them.
I'm sure that there are plenty. So I will work on that with you.
All right.
That Discord has existed for... Nerdworks Media has existed since, I want to say, February? As far as, all in terms... No. like April, as far as like as an actual established community and Discord and all this other stuff. The Social Contract podcast and Discord has probably been around since October. So we're talking about slightly different timelines, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Cool. So that is that. What do you have for me next?
The only thing I have left for everything is the bot problem. So keep going.
Yes. Okay. Well, the only other thing that I've got left is I've got two things. One, I've recently decided that my title, like the CEN, the Chief Executive Nerd, whatever, all that good stuff. I've introduced myself a couple of times as because I've how they have the talk about the golden retriever gamer boyfriend thing, like that's a title of people.
Kind of.
Sure. Well, at first I said it's like I'm like that, but I'm more of a corgi than like a golden retriever because like I'm just because obviously. But then I thought about it a little bit more, and what I've specifically talk about in chat and on other people's streams and other communities and everything like that, I have figured out that I am a dog, but kind of different. I'm actually an emotional support nerd. Because I'm all about like just giving the good vibes and hey, it's going to be okay. And you can tell me about it and I understand you're anxious. Let's figure it out. It's going to be okay. So I feel like emotional support gamer / emotional support nerd, probably the emotional support nerd. I need to get that into the contributor line at some point.
I'll make it part of your functional statement.
Great.
But CEN is still your
yes, absolutely
your title.
Yes, title is CEN. Emotional support nerd is like the byline of the title.
So we did decide before we started streaming. We decided our titles would end with nerd, more because yes, Mike runs this. I run the operational part of it, but you guys run this, and we're here to serve you. So
yep.
That's how we look at it.
I'm not really an officer, and I'm not going to lie. My favorite part about I've worked in several different businesses and several different platforms of being in charge and managing teams and all that jazz. My favorite part about all of those things is being totally responsible for it, to build it up, and then diversify and delegate who's doing what, and then be the person who just gets to clap for my children, who are now my peers, who are now my superiors, because they're doing things way better than I ever did. So that's my goal.
There is a point. I do apologize. I should have been reading the chat while we were having our business meeting about business beverages. I'm getting somebody's asking for actual business beverage cocktail recipe. We can make that part of the website.
No, well, first of all, we can do that. Second of all, I've got no problem with doing that as a stream, because anybody that plays games with me late at night knows that half the time if I say I'm going to go make myself a drink, I'm not going to go downstairs and make myself, I have this and this, I'm going to make this. I will go downstairs and make myself what do I have? And the most recent, here you go, business beverage. Most recently, I made myself what I'm calling a Captain Creamsicle. Because I took vanilla ice cream, cream soda, and Captain Morgan Spice rum. And I made it, and it tasted like a root beer float creamsicle. And it was one of the better tasting beverages that I've had in a while. Problem is, didn't bring a spoon back up with me, so it did take me a solid 30 minutes of messy drinking to actually finish. Which I know a lot of people will hear it took you 30 minutes to finish an alcoholic beverage. That's about right. Well, not for me, because I'm for everything else. I am a thirst trap, and that trap is alcohol.
Is alcohol? Yeah.
I mean, we're getting there already, and this is 48 ounces, by the way. There's a sticker. This is basically eye level, and this
I brought up. They're not supporting us, but they're more than welcome to some whiskey and some cola products to remix my drinks. So.
Sure. I'm not sure we're gonna get that kind of a sponsorship, but of the sponsorships that we could get. Oh man, that's pretty high up there on the list for me. If we can get a business beverage sponsorship.
Oh yeah.
I drink some terrible stuff, man. I am totally fine with like suffering for the art. But
do you make terrible liquor that you'd like sponsored in a show? Like, if we got the guy for you.
If it's not Rumplemints, I'm fine. Give me something. Blend black licorice together and make it alcoholic, and I will get through it without a problem. We're fine. And I hate that shit. I suffer for the art. I suffer for you, community. But you give me Rumplemints, and there's no contract that we can sign that I'd be able to pound it down anymore. I got drunk on Rumplemints for the first thing I ever got drunk on was Rumplemints, and I didn't understand how alcohol worked. So they gave me a bottle, right? They gave me a bottle, so I'm like, okay, great. So I finished the bottle, right? Like I need to drink the bottle because otherwise there's leftover alcohol, and I'm gonna get yelled at if I leave. Like it, almost like if you don't eat all of the food on your plate at grandma's house, you're rude if you don't finish your plate. I just kind of assumed that's how it was. It is not. Let me put a PSA out there. Hopefully you're still listening. Don't do that. Don't. Not even as a challenge. Not even a test to yourself. Don't do that. This has been a Nerdwurks PSA. Ding.
Dude, you should start Nerdwurks PSA.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'm down for this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna every once in a while do a TikTok and just like, here we go. A Nerdworks PSA. No, just the G.I. Joe PSAs, but 6 seconds long and with no context whatsoever. I'm down.
And then in the end, just the more you know, and shut it off.
Yep. I'm gonna actually put Nerdworks PSAs on my notes of things I need to take care of. Episode 2 of Bros and Dragons. I am 2 hours into the 2 hours and 45 minutes completely edited and done. Y'all talked way too goddamn much. How we doing? Y'all talked way too goddamn much this time. And I know that I am a part of that, but, you know, I'm the one editing it. So that means I hate it when it happens. Because then I get to listen to my voice forever, which, despite this meeting, not a fan of that.
I like your voice.
I like your voice. The problem is that, here's the thing. I absolutely have no problem editing everybody else. Except, everybody has these tics that are very isolated to them. And all three of you have one. And my tic is either picking up a beverage and it being way too clinky and loud, or me shifting in this chair because it's the loudest goddamn thing ever.
I love that you want it to clink and it won't.
Well, the sad part is I've got like a metal... I've even got a metal straw in here, and there used to be ice, and it's like glass, and now there's not, so whatever.
And you're like, it clinks, and I hear nothing while I watch you shake it.
I give up. It's fine. But y'all have your tics, which means that I can't listen to it at like 1.6 speed and fix things as it goes. No, I gotta listen to the entire thing. But it's all right. We're getting there.
That's only part of what I used to do, so I'm proud of you.
No.
I'm so happy you're doing that.
Hey, don't be rude. Don't be rude.
Oh, no.
I know you're not being rude, but you know what I'm taking it as, where it's like, that's only part of what I used to do. So I should be doing more. Damn it! I knew it!
No.
Ah!
No. Because the full amount's what made me stop doing it. So no. I never want you to be there.
I'm just looking over to the right side to look at chat. We have way too many.
Chat.
Hi, everybody. We have way too many people here that are even remotely invested in our bullshit. Soon to be cool shit, but for now, absolute bullshit. Okay. The last thing I have is something that I think is fun and silly, so I'd rather save that for the end. So let's talk about the bots and the stupid nonsense, because you and I had an original plan of, if any of these bots came in and it was the precursor to a hate raid, you and I were all for that.
Oh, yeah.
Come in here, be angry, be hateful, be the worst. And we already had a practice down letting, all of our mods know and letting each other know and being able to talk to anybody who's watching a stream at the time. Hey, if we get a hate raid, we're going to let you know. Don't pay attention to the chat if it makes you uncomfortable. If you have to leave, it's totally understandable. Please come back on the next stream. But if it's me or Doc that's streaming at the time, we are not going to feed the trolls. We are going to troll the trolls to a point where it is content, where it is going to be fun and entertaining for us. Basically, like, we were the comedians on stage who like getting the hecklers kind of thing.
Yes.
And that's what we were building it off of, and we were really excited for that. And then the difference of the bots changed to where now we're talking less about precursor for a hate raid, and now it's off-stream reporting, which is not something that we get to have any, like, for lack of a better term, we don't get to have any more fun with that. That's just obnoxious. That's just bad.
And we found out the fight and the reason, because originally we were like, we handle our creators.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Like, we'll protect our creators.
Exactly.
The hate from Twitch is now more apparent because apparently these guys come in, they screenshot, and then they report you, and then there's this mechanism in Twitch that pulls
their logarithm,
and we don't want that to happen.
Exactly.
And that's terrible, and they need to look into it, and they need to stop it. And I mean, it's easy. Like, I followed one of these bots back, 15,000 followers, never had a show.
Yeah. I will say part of that, I have been told, be careful about following them back because there is a way to get your IP address depending on your clicking on the link.
Oh, that's fun. They can have the VPN.
I understand. It's just, I'm not saying that so much for you as I am saying that for, like, anybody exclusively that might be dealing with
change
this.
That. I should change my VPN so it looks like China's hacking in them. China.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for that. So yeah,
it's not going to work because we're going to put everybody in jeopardy and our own business.
Right. Exactly. So now the plan is, it was a good pipe dream to hope for a hate raid to turn it into something hilarious and go viral with it.
Would have been so awesome.
It would have been great. But now instead of that, we are doing the thing where I've literally been in other Discords and other people's streams talking about it. And my biggest recommendation to everybody is, hey, if you've got stream elements or you've got a chat bot or something along those lines, set it up to where it says in chat whenever you get a follow that thank you for following this person, so it is something you can easily copy, paste, add the slash ban and do that. And frankly, I think that's what our premise is from this point. Because if there was a limited upside before, and you and I were willing to gamble for it. Now there's just none. Like we can do the thing where we can put it to emote only after every stream, but if we ever forget that, we could be in trouble. If somebody else is streaming and they forget, there's too many ways that it can go wrong without anything positive.
That's our goal.
Yes.
And it's not just us. All the everybody in stream that does moderation for us knows just if you get a chance, just look, see that it's in emote mode. If it's not, turn it in emote only. And I think it would be good practice that if it happens during, that we go ahead and throw it in emote mode.
Absolutely.
Because no matter what content we make, that reported chat still hurts us.
It's not a bad call. And here's the thing. Feral Heart was first person in the chat today for this stream. And they actually let me know, hey, you're in emote only chat still. Did you know that? And the answer was no. No, I did not. So it's one of those things that's even on my list of stuff to talk about, and I still forgot. So that would be my recommendation to everybody.
If you're in our Discord,
Yep.
you see it's emote only, somebody's streaming, hit them up,
Yep.
and then we can get moderation to take care of that.
Please. Thank you very much, Feral. Yeah, Feral Heart is a hero. Fantastic. Do you have anything else to say on this topic? I know.
So much amazing content.
Here,
God.
Here, cheers. It's okay.
Tank. I may have to start drinking out of the bottle.
You're really mourning the loss of this troll job.
You know me.
I know. No, trust me. This was one of those things.
That was what I was born for.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You know me as well. I am all supportive, all kind, empathetic, everything along those lines to a fault. I was super thrilled at the idea of absolutely trashing on these people. I was so excited for it.
I know.
The nice people are the ones. The nice people are the ones that have like the most venom, like because they're never biting anybody, so it's all caked up in here. It's ready to go.
They hear all the good stuff too, so it's all like filed
exactly.
in there. All right, the last positive thing that you had.
Yes. So we have a very, very supportive community, which means that there are people that have been with us since the very, very beginning, and I don't mean just like you and Cody. Right? I mean, people like, she's in chat, Wednesday has been with us for so long that she was talking, I was like, I got to figure out what to do with my points. I got like 50,000 points and stuff like that. It's like, that's fair. So, I do want to put out a call to arms / oh, hey, got a visitor.
Yeah, hi.
Hi,
you want to be part of the business meeting?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. Bye, poppers.
Both of them are going to have to get some kind of business beverage if they want to participate in the meeting anymore. That law has passed.
They didn't talk.
I'm just saying.
They were not participating.
It was close. Yes, dog. And this actually is bringing me to my point. I do want to do a call to arms for ideas. One of them, I know for a fact, is going to be 10,000 channel points. I'm going to call it Lapdog, where I am just going to stop playing whatever I'm playing, just pause it, to get whatever dog is closest, because there are several, and they can uncomfortably sit on my lap, because people got really happy about seeing my big old chonker Cammy yesterday.
So you want to throw 20,000 in there to play while you have a laptop?
See, I'm uncomfortable because I'm trying to think of a good way to tell you I don't want to do that in a way that doesn't sound like I just don't want to do that. Like, oh no, I can't do that because it's unsafe. It's like, yeah, but lapdog.
Unsafe?
Yeah.
What are you worried about?
Yep, alright, fair enough. Alright. Nope, that's a thing now. Cool. But yeah, stuff like that. So if we have any immediate ideas, you can throw them up in chat, or you can actually go into our Discord. Boop. And let us know.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord. And let us know. Because those are some things that Yeah, point redeems for giving treats to dogs is always popular. Here's the problem. I have to set up a second camera to do that, which I'm fine with doing, but that also means I have to get one of those splitters for extra USBs, because I have way too much shit. Right?
So what I'm hearing is you're going to write that down and see what it takes to make that happen.
No, I've done it before. I had other stuff unplugged, and now I have to do that.
So put it back together.
Yeah. Well, these
people are giving you options because they love you, not because they want to hear your excuses.
I'm not giving excuses. I'm saying the only reason I haven't done this yet is because I have to do that. If it is something people are interested in, I'm more than happy to have a camera for Doggos.
What do you mean by Doggo's health? I don't think you can overtreat your dog.
No, they're saying it's giving treats to dog is also popular, also to Doggo's health is what I'm assuming. I think it's a rare.
I hope so. There should be a max number. I agree with that one.
I'll put a timer on it.
Per doggo.
I'll put a timer on it.
Per doggo. Okay.
But the problem is that I can't... There are 4 of them, and one of them's deaf. And one of them is very, very lazy and is not going to come up the stairs unless... They're not going to come up the stairs because I call them. They're going to stay... Like, Chonker is at my feet right now. Right? If she wasn't at my feet and I called her up here for treats, there's no way she's heading up here. Like, it doesn't matter if I shake the treat bowl. She's going to say, no, you come to me.
Treat cam is coming.
Yep.
Lapdog is coming.
Yep.
More ideas, either here or Discord would be great.
We can talk about that. We can talk about that, yeah. Okay.
Nerdwurks Media got approval to do another charity.
Mm-hmm. This is the final thing.
Do we want to talk about that?
Yes, because that is the last actual item on my list. So, it's ironic that we're talking about it, as I got a hair in my mouth. So
yeah, I know.
I got approval for. I got to look up the specific dates again, but I believe it's October 16th through 23rd. So it's going to be a week-long charity stream where we are going to do benefit for Locks of Love. This was born from, like, everything that we do, from the streams themselves to this business podcast bullshit to everything that we do. It was born from a really...
Wait, can I guess? Let me
yeah. No,
alcohol-related stupid conversation.
No, actually, no. Halfway right, but not all the way. So, this is one where it was born from another stupid random thing, and what actually happened is, this is the premise of when I called you, and I said, hey, I didn't sleep last night, so of course I woke up and had a great idea. It's one of those. So, on TikTok, I did a reply video to Hannah, one of our players in the Monday night game, and she was trying to ask about, like, what happens when you've got this crazy to-do list, and then you start not working on the list, you start doing other stuff that's close to the list, but not the list, so it doesn't feel like anything, and you wasted your time, and now you're panicking, and then I decided that it was called procrastinating. Procrastinating with chaos in the middle of it. And
I said it was adulting.
Which is also great, right? But I also apologized on that TikTok because I literally woke up, rolled out of bed, fed the dogs, opened my phone, saw that, and responded. And then I saw what I looked like when I responded, and my beard, it was much bigger at that point, and it was like all to one side. I hadn't shaved recently, and I wasn't wearing my traditional hat combo, etc. And I just it was like, by the way, I apologize. I just woke up. No hat, but yeah, procrastinating. And I gotta go, it was like, oh, procrastinating. Fine, that makes sense. But what I got a lot more of were comments of like, what are you talking about? You look gorgeous. Don't worry about wearing a hat. Bald is beautiful and all that good stuff. Responded to one of those and said, I don't think you understand. This is gonna be enough compliment to keep me going for an entire week. And then got more comments and views off that, including a TikTok creator who used to do Twitch streams and is already in the works of returning because of this conversation. Said, when are we going to do like a bald D&D game? And I went, oh, not only are we going to do that, because I love that idea. Just a bald and beautiful Dungeons and Dragons, which makes it a B&B D&D. Alliteration is a really good way to get me on board on anything. But decided, okay, not only are we going to do that, we're going to do that for a stream. What would be an awesome charity for us to be like, we are bald and beautiful and we are proud? Oh! We're all bald and beautiful by choice. The heaviest quotes, air quotes, that I can possibly put on that. Let's go ahead and make sure that's established before anybody comes at me for it. We're bald and beautiful by choice, but not everybody is. So how can we support those that are going through like really terrible stuff and have really terrible things that are tangential to that? Well, Locks of Love is a place that makes the worst experiences that some people can go through, kids especially. What's something that we can make a little bit, they make that a little bit easier, a little bit less terrible? Well, we'll donate to them. So we are going to have, I don't know if I'm going to encourage everybody to do some kind of theme with it for the streams, but I'm not going to require it by any means. And I'm not going to be sitting here telling people, hey, shave your head or whatever. No, it's nothing like that. What I am going to say is that we are going to do a week's worth of streams. I've already called off work for several of those days And by called off, basically told the owner that, hey, I'm not doing anything these days. I'm busy with the charity stream. And I'm going to be streaming.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, basically. Family company. It's fun. So I'm going to do some extra streams, do some extra time on everything. Also going to run... I haven't decided if it's going to be a D&D game or if it's going to be a 2D6 game. But basically, I'm going to make a one-shot in some way, shape, or form with some other content creators. And we're going to do a full week-long stream for everything.
So do those other creators share an attribute with you?
For the most part, yes. So I've decided that I'm going to make some exceptions to the rule. Because we want to have as much diversity as possible on this and just like get as many people, as many types of walks of life that we possibly can, right? So I don't believe he's in here, but Link IB, I'm gonna do a shout out and it's gonna be so damn loud. So
I'm not gonna hear it.
I know, but I am. So you gotta dance though.
Why are you doing the white boy arm thing?
Because I can't move my legs at the same time, and I hate it. But Link IB is another streamer. He is going to be participating. On TikTok, I got to look up his name again, because I've just been calling him by name, and I don't want to put him on blast. But also, on TikTok, Wingle the Wizard has recently done... It was literally minutes after I put an announcement out there that I was going to do this. And I was going to do a week-long, charity stream, including a D&D stream. I saw her video where she said I might have done something on accident, and she normally has a hood up. She said, so I gave myself a haircut, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. And then she takes the hood down, and she's got a full side shave going. And I was like... this is a good sign. I hope she doesn't hate it. And and then she's like, I think I dig it. I think I feel like a rock star. And I'm like, yes! Can't type fast enough. But she's in as well. So there's a couple of other people that we're talking to as far as finalizing time frames and dates and everything like that. I think that's going to be a Saturday stream. But yeah, so if you've got cool ideas... Again, I'm all for it. This is community-generated content and creation. So if there's anything you want to see, if there's anything along those lines, then cool. And with that said, Precious Rogue, hi. Good to see you. Love you some D&D.
If people want to participate?
Yeah, let me know. Hit me up. We're going to... It is going to be one of those things that we're going to make an announcement in there, in the actual Discord server. And it'll just be like, hey, this is going to be the stream. If anybody wants to participate in any way, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to go over things, and we can figure out if there's something you want to do for the stream-wise, if there's something you want to do playing a game-wise, things along those lines. Totally all for it, right? We are also, because of the way that they set up, because instead of me just giving a donation at a certain point, Locks of Love is very, very, very specific on how things are done. Which means
good.
Which is great, right? It also means that I'm going to have to work with you on setting up okay, they want individual names and how much the contribution is from everybody, and then for those to be sent directly and all these things, which is totally great, except I'm not going to get any bank account information from Locks of Love to be able to set them up to where it's like, okay, you donate straight to them during the stream. So we're going to have to figure out a creative way to do something with that. The other thing, because they are a charity that takes care of children, when I told them that they could look up my content and I consider myself wholesome but irreverent, there was a lot of raised eyebrows. And I was basically like, oh, no, really, what that means is it's all of good vibes and good feels and, taking care and loving each other. But I also curse a lot. Is that going to be a problem? And I was strongly encouraged without being told, don't curse.
For a week, we can do it. Everybody can do it. As your chief of operations, I'm telling you that everybody could do a week worth of not cursing.
Well, here was the other thing that I had as an idea, though. What if I have a swear jar?
Swear jar?
Yeah.
We need to talk with all the creators.
Yep.
All the creators are going to be involved to make sure that everybody's okay at swear jar, but I like the idea.
Okay. More importantly, I think because it's me running the charity event. I guess it's an event if it's a week long. It's a lot of mini events. Mm-hmm. It's like a music festival except for charity and with nerd games. I can't decide.
All games are nerd games. No. All games are nerd games. Prove me wrong. This is the hill I die on.
You have a lot of hills. I don't know how you're standing on so many of them at the same time, but okay.
And I'm still standing on all of them. That's all I'm saying.
Like, change it to fork, like The Good Place. No, I get it. Like, I'm. It's not going to be a concern of me, knowing that I'm not supposed to curse. It's the fact that it just happens. Keep in mind that I'm the person that when I grew up poor, living with my mom, and I was the oldest child. So whenever it was birthday time for Mike asked for curse words. Because that was free, and it was something that I wanted. The problem is that I still felt bad using them in front of my mom, but all of my siblings didn't.
You still do.
I do.
You still do.
I still do.
I see your face when you do it.
Yeah. Just in front of mom. Anywhere else, now it's like, ha ha ha. But in front of mom, I feel terrible. Yeah, exactly, Farrell. Yeah, having a swear jar for the stream. That's what I'm saying. And it'll be something where basically every time I curse, we'll have to set an amount that is reasonable. Because here's the thing. I don't want to set it at $5 every time I curse, because that is either going to be like $15 or I'm taking out like I'm selling a car to pay for that.
We will have a business beverage game that we can play that week.
Gotta be high stakes. All right, fair enough. We'll figure it out. The last thing.
Yeah, it's gotta mean something. No. I agree with that last one. Don't blow that over.
No, I agree. My plan, and it's the same thing that I did for the Wiki stream, the Women's International Gaming. My whole thing was that I was just going to match whatever the total contributions was. I'm going to feel really bad about matching the contributions of what everybody does and me paying for the swear jar and then me matching the swear jar again. Like, I can't do that. I'm going to feel like a dummy.
No, you need to swear jar, and then if you haven't met it at the end, will you just George Carlin the end of your stream?
Yeah.
The last one?
No, because I'm not going to do that, because then I am literally flying in the face of what they told me to do just to fly.
That's true.
It's not really a punishment at that time. You know what I mean? Because it does.
We could just we'll make a sound. I could do 5 minutes of just beeping sounds. Okay. You could play that, and then we could just watch you putting the money into the jar.
Sure. Now I know there is voice recognition software that I can, or like an attachment that I can put onto the channel. I've got the thing somewhere where if I say certain words,
it beeps you.
Well, no. If I say certain words, I'll get like a stream alerts like pop-up thing on the actual stream. I can absolutely get something to where I record myself saying every curse word that I can think of, and if it says it, it'll pop up on the screen and it'll be like, "That's $1." And with somebody put it in.
We have 1 or 2 more business meetings to worry about that one.
Mm-hmm. Last thing I wanted to look into.
You're gonna hate me.
What? Have you not been recording?
So, my sound thing stopped recording.
How long ago?
At 29 seconds of recording.
Well,
that's okay. I can take this.
Yeah, somebody's gonna take. Yeah, you're gonna take this video and turn it into. Frankly, that's fine because this entire podcast is a non-edited thing. This is still going to be unedited. It's just you're going to have to take it from the thing. Well, first thing I'm going to do here...
It's just not going to be as clear.
That's fine. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and exit Audacity. Save without closing. No, thank you. Hey, at least you're doing it today and not Monday, man.
Oh, man.
I put you in charge of one podcast to record, to where you're the one who's telling me to do the countdown, and look at where we are.
You put me in charge of one podcast to publish, and I got it. Don't worry about it.
I know. I ain't worried.
I got this.
This is not something that we have to discuss too long today, but it is something that we're going to have to put into the Discord and have a conversation about. I think we've got enough people. I think we've got enough people that actively participate and play games.
Okay.
I think we need to set up a community night.
Okay.
I
I suspected this was coming. That's why not too long ago, G-Wrath and Wednesday got gifts of Magic the Gathering Commander sets. So,
well, and I was gonna say I didn't have my first initial thought process was like, hey, let's do Thursdays because Mondays are taken, Fridays are taken, all makes sense. And the thing I like most about it, we have enough people that I trust to where it doesn't have to be me and you showing up every time. You know, it could be something where we're running the stream for a Discord call like we're doing here, and we just let people go. And there are people that I trust where if they wanted to run the stream on their own, they're absolutely welcome to, et cetera, et cetera. But having it was like, hey, you want to play Magic? Great, let's play Magic. You want to play Jackbox games? Great, we'll play Jackbox games. We can do Among Us. We can do a whole bunch of different party games, a whole bunch of different stuff. I want to start doing something where we're doing one-shots for random stuff and have a rotating chair, just an open chair for people to play if they so choose. Because the entire premise is, hey, we're going to elevate all of the nerdy shit. That's $1. But we're going to elevate all of the nerdy things and have all of the nerdy things available for everybody to do.
I'm going to softball that back into your lane with all the other things that I've got on. So I'm going to, as the operational nerd, delegate that back to you.
Totally fine. I got no problem. We've got a couple of announcements that are going into the Discord, like, over the course of this week. So I'm gonna say we put out there that we're gonna start trying to get a community night. That is something where you and I are gonna have to talk off stream about specifically what day is gonna work. Because at least in the very beginning, I'd like one of us to be able to be there-ish.
We'll talk, but let's get community participation.
Absolutely.
Days, and then we'll do that before a business meeting.
Yep, absolutely. We need to get in if anybody has any ideas for channel point redemptions. Make an announcement for that. Give me suggestions. If anybody wants to get involved with Locks of Love. So those are the two big announcements that we have to do, and then we're also going to be talking about community night in the very near future.
Really quick before we kick out, really quick, people who don't know Locks of Love, explain that to people, please.
Okay, so there are, put it this way, there are several diseases that can eat away at your body in a bunch of variety of different terrible, terrible ways. One of the ways that it can happen is by hair loss. This is something that's affected a lot of people that I know. Whether it be through cancer, whether it be through... there's a couple of cell-attacking diseases, things like... There's a bunch of terrible things. Locks of Love is a charity who, what they do is they take donations via actual money or by hair donations to make wigs for people that are dealing with these, diseases, and typically for children. And, it's one of those things where... It sucks being a kid sucks. Being a sick kid sucks. Being a sick kid and having something that other kids can make fun of you for because kids sucks. So, as a premise of taking care of people and just overall, it's hey, like, you want to talk about, there's so many organizations that you donate to. You can donate to, and it's like, where are the dollars going and to what? And it's just like, I'm uncomfortable with this. Locks of Love is one of those charities that it actually stands by what it does, and it tries to make things better for these kids, even in a non-traditional way. And I appreciate the hell out of it, so I want to support them.
Okay.
I did have a conversation with their event director, because I sent her an email and said, "Hi, my name is Mike. I am the I said CEO in the email because I wanted to sound as professional as possible instead of Chief Executive Nerd. But I am the CEO of Nerdwurks Media. It is a Twitch stream where we broadcast several different types of games and conversation with a overall loving theme on the internet." Explained kind of our whole premise and everything like that, and also ended it with, "By the way, if you're not comfortable with me, with working with me, I totally understand. Just know that I, at the same time, am very, very, very resilient, and I'm in sales. This is something that is good for you. I'm going to keep asking you until you tell me no. If you tell me we'll look into it, that's fine. I will start sending you tons of links of videos that you can watch me at. I will give you our mission statement. I will send you our webpage. And then after I haven't heard anything for a week, I'm going to communicate with you guys. If you tell me no, totally understand, never have to talk to me again. But if you don't tell me no, I am going to be relentless in trying to work with you." And she just she responded back to me like the next week and just like, "Yep, totally. Nope. I love that. I get it. Awesome. I'm calling you back rather than emailing you back because I wanted you to hear me say yes rather than have any kind of question about it. Hey, Ashley, how are you? You're amazing too."
Did you?
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at what Ashley wrote. It was so nice.
Oh, Ashley's wonderful. By the way, if people aren't following Ashley, please do. She's fantastic. So yeah, they, as part of the conversation, and we can end on this because I thought it was the funniest damn thing I'd ever heard. She sounded, mid-age to young over the phone, just kind of like a, random, perception. She did say that she had to ask one of the millennials in the office what the hell a Twitch was. And I've never been more excited to work with anybody in my life. I was thrilled. So yeah, that's who we're working with. We're very excited. We've got permission for the logos. I had to fill out like 6 different documents and I had to do an actual proposal for business, which was exciting.
Twice. If I remember right.
Yep. But yeah, so we're doing all of that good stuff. So that's what we got on the docket. We got a lot of small stuff like we usually do. We got a couple of big things like we sometimes do. That's where I'm at. How about you, buddy? You got anything else?
I have 0 other things for a meeting today.
Perfect. Well, if that is the case, then I motion to call this. Never mind.
We need to, whatever you're gonna do, which is great. You need to end it with every podcast will end with Mike saying "meeting adjourned," and then it'll be the end.
No, we can't. Well, this podcast, yes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
I've been drinking.
All right. No, it's fair because this isn't even a podcast anymore because we're not recording anything.
It'll be on the it'll be in the podcast. If you subscribe to this, it will be a podcast.
Everybody, I'm going to be back in a little bit. I'm either going to sign back out and sign immediately back in because Discord doesn't like working together with OBS. But I'm either going to sign off and immediately sign back in, or I'll be right back. We're going to do some video games and stuff. But as far as the business portion of our day, Doc, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for being awesome. I love you, buddy.
I love you, buddy.
And meeting adjourned. Talk to you later.
Yeah.